Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 532. If you are writing a book or thinking about it or trying to finish a book you've started writing, you are in the right place. Good morning. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. You can't believe everything people tell you, not even if those people are your own brain. Jefferson Smith. And once again, good morning. Happy Friday. It is FAQs Friday, where I answer your frequently asked questions, whatever book-related questions are on your mind that I can answer for you. And you can submit those questions through my website, Christine-Inc., I-N-K, Christine-Inc., I-N-K.com. And here's today's question. As a self-published author, I seem to be the recipient of intended scams, or at least I think that's what they are. How can I tell if any of these miracle offers are for real? Well, that's a great question, and I totally understand what you're talking about as the recipient of a lot of those myself. And a quick disclaimer, I'm not an attorney. I'm a fellow author just like you, so please don't interpret what I'm about to say in any way as legal advice. But this also means, as a fellow author, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, the infamous robocalls that your book has been selected for various made-up sounding awards or inclusion in various anthologies as long as you pay them and they'll give you a nice certificate or whatever they're promising. And I've personally never been the recipient of anything that sounded real enough to do anything other than hit block and delete on my phone. But, if you do have any doubts, and if it doesn't seem to be an obvious scam, here are some steps I would recommend. Number one, due diligence, of course. Google whatever information you have about the person or company that contacted you and see if anything you can find can rule them out as legit. So what you're trying to do is process of elimination here. You're trying to find the bad things, not the good things. Number two, if they do pass the Google test and you do end up reaching out to them, ask as many specific questions as possible. In my experience, scammers don't generally deal in specifics, so the conversation probably won't go very well, so you'll be able to rule them out that way. Number three, if the people contacting you do pass the Google test and the specific questions test, ask if they have any references, any customers you can speak to. And finally, number four, when in doubt at any point, even if they pass all these three kind of tests, I'd recommend contacting an attorney with experience in this area, whether specifically in publishing and books, or perhaps start with intellectual property. I'm also working on bringing an attorney friend here on the show who has expertise in this area of legal issues, so we'll see if that can happen. Trying to do an episode about legal issues affecting authors where I'd be interviewing this attorney. So be aware, though, overall, that as authors, as artists, we might seem like easy marks for scammers because they believe us to be so desperate to get our work out there. So keep your red flag radar on. Thank you for joining me here on your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and let me know any further questions you have about this subject or anything else I cover on the show. It's a great way to reach out to me one-on-one. Well, one-on-group. Inc. Authors on Facebook. Until tomorrow, happy writing.